All right. You're live. And we are watching Hansen versus Predator today. Every Predator.
What you see being edited behind me, you can see nowhere else. It is more compelling and disturbing than virtually anything you can watch on TV today. It is my complete interview with Jeff Sokol. He surfaced in our Predator investigation in Fairfield, Connecticut. A little bit of it aired on my syndicated show Crime Watch Daily, but now here on Hansen versus Predators, you'll see the whole thing. Sokol came with food and an appetite for sex. He left after a very aggressive interview with me in handcuffs.
Jeff? Over here. You can come in this way. Sorry about that. Come on in.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
How long did it take you to get here?
I don't know, I think 2.5 hours.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you gonna give me a hug?
No, I'm sorry.
You're normal.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll settle into it.
Okay.
So what kind of pizza you got? Just
He's fucking nervous as well.
the small pizza is like almost as big as the big one. So I didn't know that. Like you said small, I thought it'd be like a really small one.
Yeah.
I said big one. So it's pretty big.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really. I mean,
Are you telling me the truth?
I've met girls online, but I don't like come like this far to like meet someone. I don't know why
It's kind of crazy, huh?
It is crazy. Yeah, why did you let me come? If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Why do you think I came?
I think I know.
It's not the only reason.
Yeah, bitch, why do you think he
not the
cares,
reason.
man?
What's the reason?
And I just, been talking to you for a while, and you seem like really cool to hang out with, and someone that I'd like to meet, and I wanted to check out the situation,
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
So, let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time. Until we get that out of the way.
This document was something
maybe it
Sokol
would be,
put
I don't
together after some research on the internet to protect himself from getting in trouble for having sex with a 13-year-old girl. He talked about it in the chat along with a lot of other graphic topics. It didn't work.
It didn't work, man. It didn't work.
Let's eat, and we can talk about it.
Okay. There's plates behind you if you want to grab one.
Huh?
There's plates behind you if you want to grab one. Do you want a water or anything?
No.
Okay.
Man, well, I got this for in case we want
Alright,
to
I'll grab a water.
Alright, I will have one. You want to eat at the table? What do you want to do?
Don't you just eat here?
Yeah, I expected it to be like 2.5 hours. So,
You're from the Boston area, you said?
yeah. Can I wash my hand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have some family that lives up there. It's pretty nice.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been to Faneuil Hall.
Where's your family? Like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool.
Oh, it's okay.
We'll work on it.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying, I mean, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like, you look different, yeah, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things, you know?
What about me? Do I look different?
I mean, you look different. I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
Alright.
I have cupcakes too, if you want one.
Let's see, did you make them?
Look at those. Do you think I made those?
I have no idea.
No.
Do you want to use plates or do you want to just eat?
Whatever you want. We're pretty casual here.
Okay.
I'm like too
This guy,
nervous
man,
to eat.
so fucking dumb.
Well, you already ate,
So
didn't
dumb.
you?
Yeah, I did.
I was wondering if you were gonna be like, how would you be? Like, would you be nervous? Would you be like totally like you've done this before?
Oh,
you know,
definitely haven't done this before.
Like, I don't know. You just seemed very like, you didn't seem nervous at all when I talked to you and just in
Well, you know,
general.
it's different when you're talking to someone online versus like
person.
coming to their house
I
and
know,
meeting them.
I know. I just gotta take something. This isn't drugs. It's just a.
Yeah, no, by all means. Here, drink water.
It's something that I take before I eat. Thanks.
In the middle of it all, Sokol pulls out a medicine bottle. You can see it on the video. He takes a pill, apparently in preparation for what he thinks is going to be a big night ahead.
What have you been doing all day?
I'm just hanging out,
He's
watching TV, Netflix
fucking
and stuff.
retarded, man.
What's that?
I have no idea. Do you want me to check?
Somebody here?
No.
What kind of pizza we have tonight?
Who's this?
I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah,
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
hanging out
Hanging out with whom?
with her.
Who's her?
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
Tell me who you are, because, you know, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen here tonight, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectations.
No expectations whatsoever.
No.
So you
You
drove
had an
2.5
expectation,
hours?
man. Come on,
Sure
you were
did.
gonna have sex
From
with a
Boston.
young girl, and you were gonna have the time of your life, but you were gonna go to jail.
To come here
So,
Are you her
doesn't
dad?
really matter,
to meet a
man.
young girl.
Are you her
I
dad?
will get to that in a minute.
Huh?
Go ahead, have a bite.
Not to
Wow.
catch a predator.
I haven't done anything wrong.
And why not?
How old are you?
We should probably watch
What does it
something
matter?
interesting.
I'd like to know.
I haven't done anything
I
wrong.
like the show.
Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming
the
to
law?
meet a young girl?
Yeah, is that against the law?
It is after this chat.
How?
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract? Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza. I should come see you on Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to. You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No. That doesn't
And you're what, 37?
mean anything.
You're 37? How old are
It,
you?
it certainly does.
You might as well just tell me because I
Means something.
can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because now you're making me nervous and
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that? Sorry, I am paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex. But that is where the breaking the law comes from.
Right.
Punishable up to 20 years. Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
Well, they plan on having sex.
Do you have them in your car?
No,
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well tell me now.
I don't. Go ahead, check the car.
You will never tell anyone about us having sex. Are you sure? Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon. Explain. Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out and.
It looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, is that against the law to
To have sex with a 13-year-old girl when you're 44? Yes, it's against the law.
to meet a girl? That's all it
You
does.
see how this looks.
Okay, but do you also see that I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing?
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they were
Right.
going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're like, law enforcement. But
You think I'm law
I
enforcement?
don't even know who
well,
Jonathan
I mean,
Putnam is
that's what
either.
it sounds like.
Never
I was
heard
thinking
of him
about
in
this
my
on the
life.
way down,
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
and and I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. That's what I said.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old
I
girl.
wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl. How often do you do this sort of thing?
never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight you just decided, okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours
Oh yeah, I've been
down
talking,
I-95 from Boston.
yeah, I've been talking to her
to
for
this
a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, with that,
You can't find any
I had nothing else
older
going on.
girls?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So you decided you just come out and hang out with a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah, you can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive about the whole
Let's
thing.
say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you're under 16, age of consent, parenthetically, nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her, testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down,
Right.
I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
So you talk about a plan to make it legal, to marry her, right?
Yeah, not in 2 seconds. I mean, like,
So if you liked her, like next week or the week after, you'd marry a
no,
13-year-old girl?
not next week. No.
So after just a few days worth of chatting, you decide you love her?
No,
You want to have sex with her?
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know? She's 13.
I don't know. I was just throwing things out, like, just in case, or maybe I did like her. Maybe it was,
So then you would marry a 13-year-old girl because she's really cool and you could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
After a while.
Yeah.
What, like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're cool with all this. You just think this is just fine. Marching here to this home.
I know what you're.
Well,
Getting at
what
you.
else am I supposed to think, Jeff?
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person? I mean, do I seem like it to you?
This chat seems like it.
What do you think?
It seems like someone who
Chat
at
is
44
chat.
years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up. At a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone. After a sexually charged conversation online. You come in, oh, I want to hug you.
Yeah.
The
that's
little
what I
girl's
do.
nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time. I hug them.
But this somebody is not an adult, Jeff. She's 13.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
I'm
So am I. But you're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. So So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this happened.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract?
No.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
You're not cops, man.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can
You're
leave.
just trolls.
And then what?
That's not up to
Trolls, that's all you are.
Who's it up to?
You say I
not
stole
up
the
to
book, but you have no proof. And besides, I didn't steal any book because I never released any. Officially.
You didn't have to come here, you know.
And plus, I wrote the books myself, so I didn't steal nothing. So fuck you.
What do you do for a living, John?
I don't want to talk anymore. There's
Insurance business, right?
cameras rolling.
Insurance?
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Can you shut it off?
I cannot shut it off now.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hansen versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go online and try to create inappropriate, illegal relationships with underage children. So unless you have something else to say, now would be a good time to go.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right, then. You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you very much.
So the cops here?
We'll see.
Okay. Or if they're here, just bring them in.
It'd be best if you went out that way.
Grab a jacket.
It's out for the garage.
Everybody's watching.
That's right, you're gonna get fucking arrested, motherfucker. That's
Sokol
right.
was
Yeah.
sentenced to 7 years in prison, serving a mandatory 30 months. He is eligible for parole in June.
I didn't steal no fucking book. You never even read it. You never even fucking read it. It's a completely different book, I'm sure, than the one I wrote back then. I never stole a book.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, boo. Where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back in the car.
Oh, okay. Just go through the back door so nobody sees you.
All right, I'm at the back door.
Just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh my god, this guy. This fucking guy is weird, man.
Hey,
This guy is the most weirdest person
What'd you
I've ever
bring?
seen in my life.
what did you bring?
What up, girl? How you doing?
What do you got? Show me.
Tiny fucking guy.
Nice. What kind is it? Thank you. It's so nice to finally see you. This is crazy.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
How was it stolen?
never done
I never
this.
even read it.
Have you?
No.
Just
what do you want
because
to
it's
do?
named the same thing. doesn't mean it's stolen.
I don't know.
You never even read it, man. It's not
Hey,
even
Luke.
available for
Hey.
sale.
Do you have a seat right around that stool right there in front, please? No, right there. Please have a seat. Right there. Set the phone down, please.
No, I'm not paneling up, man. I'm watching
What is your
Hansen
plan
versus
here, Tom?
Predator.
Just hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
Bailey. And how did you meet Bailey exactly?
Through Whisper.
Whisper.
Hmm?
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
She told you she's 13. Not that that matters.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
30.
30. And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
I mean, we just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl.
We were just talking.
Just talking. Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. You know, I
And
brought...
what, get a hug?
And watch football.
Watch football.
Yep.
Who's playing tonight?
Steelers and the Ravens. I had no intentions with nothing.
No intentions of
Sure, but
Well, John, what do you do for a living?
I was working at UPS.
UPS. And did you walk here today, or
No, my sister dropped me off.
you don't have a driver's license?
Yeah, I do.
No car.
No.
So what do you do at UPS?
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore.
No.
What do you do now?
Nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls?
Not a thing, man.
I don't try to talk
Don't
to.
call me a thing, okay? That's
I mean, I just try to find a
I'm
girl
a
to talk to
human
and
being
hang out, whatever.
like you.
And how many times have you done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
Nope.
Well, who's Brittany?
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking to.
When was this?
Within the last few weeks. So you say to Bailey on Whisper that you're 30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, you're not 13 in that pic? Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Oh, goddamn. This guy.
And later you tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I wanted to. Feel me inside you, baby. Has that line ever worked for you before?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
There was no... I mean...
Well, what am I to make of this?
there was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent. I want you to feel me inside you. What did you mean by that exactly? And then you talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days. Where was that mansion?
That was a while ago.
How long ago?
Maybe 8, 9 years ago.
Oh, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
This does not look very good for you, John. The chat, the appearance, the Cheetos, the dark chocolate. Did you bring condoms with
No.
you? Not in your pockets?
Nope.
But you see how this looks.
Absolutely. I mean...
You're 30 years old. The girl you were talking to told you very clearly she was 13.
And I mean, I had no
Oh,
intentions just besides...
John,
You're getting
why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
fucked by
Just
the law.
to hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her.
Yeah.
And if you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, it depends how, like, I mean, if I'm a good person, you know, like...
Yeah, but typically good people don't meet strangers online, talk about sex, and then go over to visit, and within 3 minutes ask for a hug.
I mean, all they did was just ask for, you know, a hello hug, that was it.
With a 13-year-old girl. Walked right in the house.
Well, she told me to come in.
Does that make it right?
Look at that. God,
Knowing that she's 13.
Oh, I wouldn't have never just walked in, you know, without talking to her, you know, without getting her okay.
Now, you talked about spending the night.
Getting her okay. A 13-year-old
Here,
kid gets
tonight.
That's fucking.
Well,
Yes or no?
it depended, you know, like, if she had to wake up in the morning, you know, like, if I was going to stay
Did
here.
she have to go to school?
She said she didn't have to go to school
No matter
today.
how many times
I mean,
you
tomorrow.
say it,
So you could just spend the night and
Never
hang
gonna
out with a 13-year-old
join
girl.
panel up.
That's cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on it.
I would
You
die
talk about
before I
it.
panel up. Look what you did to Chance, man.
I mean, I was going to leave after the football game.
You literally sat there mocking
Unless you
the
spent
guy
the night.
for fucking.
No, I didn't plan on spending the
2
night.
hours.
Well, you talked about having cannolis, a little dinner.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were going to have a special little night with your 13-year-old date.
No, just come over, have some cannolis,
No, I don't.
snacks, watch the football game.
I don't.
Who's
man.
ringing you up?
My
I don't
cousin.
talk to
Your cousin,
13-year-olds.
What does your cousin
I
want?
don't talk to any.
Does your cousin know that you're
People
coming to
younger
visit a
than
13-year-old girl
19.
tonight?
No.
Your sister?
No, she knows that I was just coming to hang out with a girl.
So what would your sister think if she knew she was dropping you off at the home where a 13-year-old girl was alone? Think she'd be cool with that?
I mean, she probably would say, you know,
You can say that
just
100 times.
don't do it, you know, don't do anything stupid, you know?
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
It seems like you've already done that.
All I was doing was just coming here to watch the game.
You tried to solicit a 13-year-old
I
girl
didn't kill no
online
fucking kid, man.
using graphic
I have
sexual
no idea
language.
what you're talking about, number one. You haven't even
What do you
mentioned
think
any
should happen?
names.
Sir, I'm not like that and a bad guy. Trust me.
How does this look? How does that look? John, you tell me,
Just like
how does it
fucking
look?
Greg here. You're saying,
If you were me, what would you think?
You killed an autistic person.
That I honestly made a mistake.
That you made a
How do you
mistake.
figure that?
Well,
man?
that's
Who
true.
is this autistic
And how would
person?
you define that mistake?
Well, I supposedly, allegedly
Not to
killed.
talk to girls like online.
Or try to come over and have sex with them?
I wasn't trying to come over and have sex with her.
John, you want me to read it
Some
again?
of the dumbest people I've ever heard.
I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I want you to feel me inside you, baby. What do you mean by that? Sounds like sex to me.
I was just playing with her,
Just playing with her.
not playing with her, but, just seeing like where she was, like,
She was 13.
I'd never had sex with her. I didn't plan on coming here to have sex
not-
with her.
Tonight, because I walked in.
And I didn't plan on it.
You didn't plan on it. Come on, you talked about it.
But that wasn't my intentions. I talked to her all day today about just coming over, watching the game, and just hanging out.
Salads.
That's funny as shit, man.
About what?
You talk about salads.
About like food and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, while watching the game.
Why would I panel up? and
This
talk
is
to
a whole
bunch
different
of
kind of
fucking
food here
losers on the
that you're
internet,
talking about.
First of all, why would I?
So what do you think
that?
should happen to you?
There's no point to it because I know I didn't.
You're
do
in a bit of a
anything
fix here.
wrong, Okay, I know I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Well,
I'm not
there's
scared,
something you need
man.
to do,
Are you kidding me?
and that is
I have
I'm
no
Chris
reason to be
Hansen.
scared.
And this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there.
No.
Please, come over.
Just follow my commands. Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt us? No, sir. Any weapons? No. Okay, see this car?
Yep.
So, why do you think you're here?
Because I went to that house
And how did you learn about that house?
by talking to that girl,
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
Bailey.
And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone?
Both.
Like actual voice-to-voice conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, boo.
Hi, baby. What you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
This
I'm
guy.
just waiting for you.
I'm not guilty, man. I told you, why would I talk to a bunch of losers like you? I mean, you guys are just nothing
I
but
know.
trolls. All you do is troll people. All
Uh-huh.
day and night, and it's
Yep.
sad, man. It's
I
really
love
sad. You
you.
know?
How did you first
Does
meet
anybody
her?
notice that today has gone
Internet?
on a lot longer than normally?
What part of the internet? An application?
I mean, I've been up since
What
around
was the app?
Whispered.
and I feel like the next day
Yeah,
is very long.
About you wanting to feel, you want her to feel you inside her. I mean, I know what that means to me.
I know, I should
care about
never
my channel, it's
said no
about-
stupid shit like
I
that.
don't care about
And you're
that.
talking about wanting to make her calm.
I know. That was just all.
Busted! I'm like, oh
What
my
did you
god,
think
the
that,
covers!
like,
No!
what is she supposed to
Fuck you,
read from
covers!
that? Like,
Well, honestly, when I was talking to her, I was hoping that there was a chance that,
Yeah.
that it was just. I don't
Good
even
luck,
know why I
Chance.
said that to her.
Vulcan, fake chance Vulcan.
alright, let's stand up. I'm gonna stand up and turn around. And behind your back.
Time to arrest your fucking ass. Yeah!
I have my keys again.
You pay with the
Yeah,
rest.
first.
Serving 3
Okay.
years. Serving 3 years! Oh my God, Stephen Buchanan. Convicted.
Stephen Buchanan could have been one of the most dangerous predators to surface in our investigation in Fairfield, Connecticut. We knew from our research before he arrived at our sting house that he had access to guns. We took precautions, but as you're about to see, Buchanan was cagey.
Okay.
I'm sorry, don't come any further, please. I'm just so freaked out about the whole gun thing after today.
I heard.
My cousin was in Newtown, and I'm just really scared. Can you just, like, prove to me right now that you don't have a gun? Can you turn around? It's not in your sweatshirt, you swear? Okay.
Huh.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't want you to think I'm crazy.
No, I trust me, I understand.
Okay. Do you want to come in?
You want to go?
Can you just, like, come in and we can chat for a little bit? I feel really weird about just, like, piecing it out of here right now.
I can come right there and chat. I'm not coming in.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry.
No, like, I mean, right here.
You don't want to come in?
No.
I'm so afraid to leave, though.
Why?
I've never done this before.
Sure.
Okay. Makes me feel a little better. Do you, like, want a water or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm nervous?
Oh, I'm nervous too.
You sure you don't want to come in? It's raining. I feel so bad.
It's alright.
What do you want to do?
I'll show you around Fairfield.
Just like...
Fairfield, Westport. You got some food if you want.
Like what?
I don't know, what do you like?
I don't know, I just ate not that long ago. I'm not like that hungry.
You want to show you around?
I feel so weird about everything. I'm sure you don't want to come in.
Not yet. I think we should just get to know each other and then go from there, you know?
It's so scary. Just be driving around, you know?
It's up to you.
Not above you.
I don't think I can.
Like I said, I don't have nothing on me,
Yeah, I trust you.
you know? What about this?
Not gonna
I have an umbrella. No, I'm serious. I have an umbrella, but I'll go for a walk.
But I don't know, someone might see us though.
It's just a
I
walk.
mean, someone might be like watching us right now.
It's a walk. That's it. Up and down this lighted
guy,
road.
he's
But
That's
like
it.
walking in the rain at night,
dumbest
people
motherfucker.
don't do that.
I saw like 10 people walking already. One guy was running. It's not pouring out. It's like not even a drizzle. I'll show you the umbrella. It's a big ass golf
I believe
umbrella.
you have an umbrella, yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? When you get used to each other, if you don't like it, you go home and I'll leave.
Can you just do this? I have food, we can just hang out, can you watch a movie?
What about going to the movie?
He's like, oh, what
No, like I'm pretty sure some of my friends are going tonight. If we ran into them, that would be...
Not fair.
Why don't you just slam the door?
Where?
Trumbull?
What it's like?
I'd rather just stay here.
Slam the door in this place.
I want to hang out with you, but like, I'm just so scared.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
This is crazy. I've never done anything like this.
I understand.
What do you want to do?
Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
What if I took you to my empty parking lot and tell you to drive?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Would you like that?
I don't know.
You're
What if I crash your car though?
It's a parking lot. There's gonna be nothing there.
You don't know me. I'm pretty clumsy. It could
You know,
happen.
you're gonna put your trust in me and come with me. I want to put my trust in my car, and you. All right.
I don't know.
It's up to you. Like.
I really don't think I can.
Let's go talk to him, Chris. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on,
I feel so
hurry up.
bad. Like,
Hurry up, you fucking dumbass. Chris Hansen, you fucking
need to talk to you for
pedophile catcher.
Why don't you take a seat right over there? Please take your hands out of your pockets. Good, sir. What was on the agenda tonight?
I was just gonna take her out and show her around.
Take her out and show her around where?
Fairfield.
Fairfield.
That's it.
And what exactly were you going to show her?
The beach, sites to go to, places to not go to, like Bridgeport, PT Barnum.
So you're the welcome wagon here in Fairfield. You're just going to do a favor for a 13-year-old girl.
Well, what happened was,
Okay.
when my cousin came,
Right.
she did the same thing
When your cousin came, she did the same thing. What do you mean?
with this.
What she invited,
An older person.
an older
to show
person
her
came
around.
over and
Yeah.
showed your 13-year-old around town. And what happened in that case?
She got assaulted.
She got assaulted.
And I was in the army. And I don't like people doing that. I didn't want to make
So let me get this straight. You had a cousin who was 13 who moved to town here,
Stratford.
Stratford,
Yes.
right down the road.
Yes.
And she was contacted by an adult
Yes.
who picked her up and sexually assaulted her.
Not sexually assaulted her, but was holding hands and stuff like that, and she got scared.
And she told you about this?
Yes.
And you decided, because you're former military and still in the National Guard, right?
Yes.
That you were going to come over and show this 13-year-old girl around so she'd be safe.
Yes.
And you want me to buy that?
I'm telling you the truth, sir.
Buchanan says he showed up because he had a 13-year-old girl cousin who was molested by a man she met online, and he didn't want the same thing to happen to our young decoy. But the logs of his chat tell a much different story.
And so what is all this talk back and forth between you and a girl you think is 13? You know you're going to shower with me Thursday night. What night is this? I'm gonna pick you up and put you against the shower wall. Then I'm going to have you ride me, babe, as my hand grabs your ass and I blank your blanks. Did you send her any pictures of yourself? Then you talk about actually having sex with her and Skyping it to an ex-boyfriend. Now that doesn't exactly back up your story about being the protector of Fairfield County, Connecticut, does it? I'm listening.
No, sir.
But what am I to make of this?
There's a horrible lapse in judgment.
A horrible lapse in judgment. How old are you?
27.
27. And what do you do for a living?
I work for Cablevision.
Cablevision. And what do you do for Cablevision?
I'm a maintenance worker.
You're a maintenance worker. And what did you do in the National Guard?
I was a truck driver.
Truck driver. And you were in the military before that?
Yes.
Help me to understand what it was that really brought you here tonight. I mean, explain it to me.
I haven't been the same since I deployed to Iraq.
Iraq. It's tough stuff over there.
I haven't been the same.
Where were you in Iraq?
Mosul.
Mosul.
Camp Merez.
And you saw action.
Yes, sir.
How did that impact you?
Terribly.
Did you get help for it?
I tried, but
with
the VA situation, they just weren't helpful. And I thought I could just
ride it out.
Roger.
Was it PTSD?
It was just, I don't know, I do have problems sleeping at night.
That's very common for returning.
And
I get that.
I have problems sleeping at night. I have problems, waking up when I do go to sleep. And when I do sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night, I have problems going back to sleep. It's just, I try to talk to people about it, and they always just tell me suck it up.
While Buchanan said that he suffered PTSD because of his service in Iraq, somehow he was able to hold down a job at a local cable company and even be on a list for employment as a police officer in Connecticut.
Listen, I've never been to war, so I can't pass judgment on PTSD or any long-lasting effects. I can't. But I still have a difficult time connecting that to trying to sexually solicit a 13-year-old girl.
I was never like this.
But what about the PTSD? I know people get depressed. I know people have drug and alcohol problems. You read about it all the time. You see it. But that doesn't mean it's okay for you to go try to solicit sex with a 13-year-old girl. You understand my logic?
I completely
here.
understand. I completely understand.
Well, help me to make the link here.
Something just goes off inside of my head where I'm fine 1 second, and then this next second I'm having different thoughts and stuff like that.
When you
Did you have these thoughts before you were in Iraq?
No.
Number one.
Never.
And how many times have you done this?
Not 27.
Honestly,
Honestly.
it's my first.
Your first time?
First time. Honestly.
The problem with that, Stephen, is that you surfaced talking in a very similar way to a girl named Brittany posing as a 13-year-old. I have that chat too.
Yes, I understand.
So you just lied to me.
No.
We have Bailey and we have Brittany.
This
is Bailey tonight.
This is my first time doing it on a chat site.
No, but I have you talking.
Yes, I understand. I'm saying all together. First time on a chat site like this.
So these two girls were the first time?
Right.
And you decided to come visit Bailey tonight.
Update Apple Watch.
Why? Did you bring condoms?
No, I did not.
But your intent seems pretty clear from this discussion you had.
Yes, but then I told her afterwards, after I thought about it again, I told her we weren't going to do nothing tonight.
You went from whisper to kick to your cell phone. That's a long time. A lot of effort.
Yes. But I did tell her that after I was thinking, I had no intentions, just showing her around.
Showing her around. But that
bullshit
is not indicated in the text.
It should be.
Your intent is pretty clear.
Can I show you on
27?
I don't want you to reach in your pocket.
Can you reach in?
What pocket is it?
Going after
Go ahead, pull it up.
a fucking 13-year-old girl or whatever.
Please,
So, the 13-year-old girl, supposed 13-year-old girl, is fucking dumb because she was like, they were trying to force him to come in or whatever.
I said, let's just hang out later. No hooking up whatsoever.
I know, but you know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like somebody who's trying to create some kind of a plausible excuse after all the other graphic conversations you had with her. And at the end of the day, you showed up. After circling the house,
I understand.
You circled the house, you pulled in the driveway, you pulled out, you wanted her to get in the car with you, not even having met. That's a little creepy, I gotta tell you, Steve.
I understand. And I did not bring any condoms with me.
Well, that doesn't mean anything, really, does it? What else did you bring?
Nothing.
Just yourself?
Yes.
While Buchanan told me he didn't bring condoms, police later found them in his car, along with a loaded handgun, duct tape, and a camera. Think about that.
You see how this looks, right?
Yes, I know.
So what do you think should happen?
Bring me down to the police station.
Okay. Well, there's something else that you need to know. I'm Chris
My name
Hansen.
is Chris Hansen.
And this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
Yes, I understand.
Is there anything else you want people to know about your situation tonight?
Don't do what I did.
Don't do what I did. And you're going to try to get some help?
Yes.
And I have your word on that.
I'll shake your hand. Everything.
All right, Stephen, you're free to go. And I hope you get the help.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Do I agree? Grab your phone. You can go out the door right there.
Goodbye. Bye-bye, Steven. Bye.
Where's your car, Steve? Right up front?
Bye, Steven.
Kind of running. Sit down and slide across the other seat, the passenger side.
We're going to talk. You're going to explain some things to me and we'll get some information from you. We'll go step by step, okay? Okay? Can you hear me?
Jason's already here.
I do have my permit already.
You have your permit on?
Yes.
Is a weapon in the car?
Yes. It's in the,
Hey guys, where is it?
it's in the trunk and stuff like that.
He's got his weapons are in the trunk. Well, if you're gonna get bonded out, I would imagine someone's gonna have to come down and help with that process, right? So there's gonna be someone you need to call to help do that. So you don't have to make a decision now, but just start thinking about it. Okay? All right? I'm almost there. We're gonna get it's part of the deal, dude. We're gonna go out this door, we're gonna walk up this ramp. There's a detention area to the left. That's where we're gonna go, okay? All right, Steven, try to keep it together.
You have the right to not say anything unless it's offense or charges and may remain silent. Anything you say or statements you make may be used against you.
Steve, I'd like to talk to you some more. But I'd like to do it upstairs. Just do me a favor and sign there. Basically, it's saying that you're waiving your rights and you're willing to speak to us about what happened tonight. When you say you were talking about doing things that took it to
Sexual.
a different sexual
Yes,
thing.
sir.
So, when you say sexual, just give me an idea of what some of those sexual things. What does that mean?
Oral sex.
Okay.
Penetration.
What kind of penetration?
Vaginal. And showering.
Okay.
You know, kissing and all that stuff.
All
Everything
that
that comes with kissing.
And you indicated that you want to do these things with her.
Yes, sir.
In the event that you got to see and meet her.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was refusing to come into the house, and I had no problem talking to her with me being outside, her being inside.
Okay.
I had no problem with that.
Okay.
But I was refusing to come into the house.
You're nervous about going inside.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that just because it was a house that you didn't know? You were worried about going?
Yes, sir.
Is it that simple? You were
Yes,
worried
sir.
about that? At the moment that you were taken into custody, you were very open and honest about letting us know that you had your gun in the car.
Yes, sir.
Why would you have brought that with you? Is that just
I always
carry it?
I always carry it after, you know, the Marines being shot and everything with ISIS and, you know, threats to military people and whatnot. So I always carry it, but I had it on me on my waist. I think you guys probably found the holster for it, and so I decided to just keep it in the car, not go up there, because I thought.
So you originally did have it on your waist?
Was the gun in the holster?
No, I had taken it out, and I had actually, it was loaded. It was, you know, cocked and ready. And so I had taken the mag out, uncocked it, put the bullet back in the mag, and just put the mag back in.
Oh, so.
And so it wasn't charged or cocked, and I just put it into the bag.
And where'd you do that?
I'll say at the park, down the street.
Oh, right down the street?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Okay. Is that when you had gotten out to walk up by
Yes,
the
sir.
house? You did that?
In addition to the gun and the holster and the knife, there was also other things in the car that we found.
Like what?
Do you know what those things could be?
A condom box.
Yeah, we found condoms in the car. Yeah, that's part of what we found. Yeah.
I think a box with like 2 extra rounds because my clip only holds 9.
Okay.
Computer.
Okay. How about a camera?
Yes, I keep that in there.
If you were me sitting in this chair, knowing that you did eventually show up at this location in Fairfield that you talked about with this person, and you had talked about doing a variety of things with this person before meeting them.
Yes, sir.
And inside your car, in the same bag, we find the condoms, the gun, and a camera. And if you were sitting in my seat, if you were sitting in my seat, how would you? I mean, can you see how?
Yes, no. If I had put myself in your seat, I see how bad it looks for me, and I just imagine what you're thinking and about the type of person I am and everything like that, and whether or not, you know, the stuff that I'm telling you is true or stuff that I'm telling you is false. I completely understand how it works and everything.
Okay. I mean, I know this isn't an easy situation for you, and we're not trying to make it harder, you know. But at the end of the day, Stephen,
I know I excuse my language, but I fucked up.
Yeah, well, that's part of it, and acknowledging that is a big step. 'Cause it's not easy to do. A lot of people will deny to the very end, but that's not going to help.
No, I admitted it right from the very beginning that I fucked up, and
Buchanan served 3 years of a suspended 8-year sentence. He had to register as a sex offender for 10 years. As far as we know, he has not reoffended. Joshua Colon was a 26-year-old plumber from New York when he surfaced in our Fairfield, Connecticut investigation. He brought an overnight bag and dinner for one. He wanted to have sex with a 12-year-old girl. What he got was a date with me.
Sorry. Hi, Poppy. Come on in. It's so good to see you. Oh, did you get here okay though? Were the roads bad?
Look what I made you.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Those are red velvet?
Yeah. Do you like them?
Yeah, I like them.
Well, do you want to try
my
them?
picture? Yeah.
What'd you bring me?
I brought dinner for myself.
Oh.
Because I didn't get to finish my dinner.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
was kind of in a rush.
You can finish. I had stuff earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we can have cupcakes.
Grab me something whenever. It doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Oh, a nice house.
Thanks.
I wish I had a house like this. Mind if I use the bathroom because I was way colder for so long.
Yeah, it's right here.
Kind of, you look hotter than the picture.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. Yeah, right through
Are you
there.
nervous? Oh.
No, here, this one. Yeah. I know it's little.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. It's an old-fashioned bathroom.
Yep.
Is there a light switch in here? Oh, it's behind you, is that it?
Come on out, Joshua.
Oh,
Get a seat.
shit.
Right over there, please. Right over there. Keep your hands right there. Seat.
I know who you are.
You know who I am.
Yes.
Who am I?
I seen this on a show.
What show?
It's the show about men meeting young girls.
Men meeting young girls. Do you have keys in your pocket?
Yes.
Will you take them out, please? It turns off the alarm.
Oh, just press.
So you've seen my shows before.
Yeah.
How often?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're starting up again.
Okay.
And you are among our first guests.
Okay.
What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua. Joshua what?
Cologne.
Cologne. And how old are you?
I'm 32.
32. And how did you meet this Jenna Claire?
I was on a app
App.
called Blink.
And why did you think it was appropriate to talk to a girl who said she was 12 years old?
I don't know why.
12?
I know. It was wrong.
What did you bring with you tonight?
Huh?
What did you bring with you tonight?
Clothes?
Clothes. Why would you need a change of clothes?
Because I was going to stay over.
Stay over with a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And what were you going to do with this girl?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Guess, I guess have sex.
Have sex?
Yeah.
Now you had quite the chat with this girl. It's too bad you aren't old enough. I would marry you. You would marry a 12-year-old girl.
If she was old enough.
If she was old enough. But why would you even say that to a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
Do you have any nieces and nephews, younger cousins?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if a guy was hitting on them like this?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like it. So explain to me what was going on in your mind that made you think it was okay to come here and do the very same thing.
I don't want to say anymore.
Well, you pretty much already said it. You asked for her address. I'll pick you up somewhere and we'll have sex if you want. I'll go slow, and yes, it will hurt because she's a virgin, you said. This is all you, right?
Yeah.
You tell her to masturbate in preparation for your big night of sex with a virgin. Did you bring condoms?
Yes.
Where are they?
In my bag.
What else is in the bag?
Clothes and toothbrush, stuff like that.
That's it?
That's it. That's all you're gonna find.
Yeah, well, we'll finally make out and make love. I was thinking of staying over and leaving the next morning. So when I come over, we'll go to your room and you'll take off all your clothes, since I'm the boss. Why did you have her call you Poppy?
Puppy.
I don't want to say anymore.
What is Poppy?
It's Latin of saying.
Nickname?
Yeah.
You wanted her to call you the boss. And then you say, I just hope your mom doesn't find out about me because I could get in serious trouble, you know, right? I could go to jail. I know love knows no age, but most people don't think the same. 12, Joshua.
I know, I messed up.
Have you done this before?
No.
Have you ever contacted an underage girl online before?
Yes.
We have evidence of that too, a 13-year-old. So why should I believe you've never done this before?
I just, first of me,
You just woke
taking
up.
a chance.
You woke up a few weeks ago and said, I'm going to chat up this girl and drive from your home where?
New York.
In Brooklyn.
In Queens.
Queens. You said Brooklyn. Or do you work in Brooklyn?
I work in Brooklyn.
Okay. And you live in Queens?
Yes.
And what do you do for work in Brooklyn?
I'm a plumber.
A plumber. Good job?
Yeah.
Good pay?
It's alright.
Why would you toss it away for this?
I don't know.
What do you want people to know about all this?
Really nothing.
Nothing. What do you think should happen to you?
I guess I have no choice but to go to jail.
Do you deserve it?
Yeah.
I mean, can't you explain to me what brought you here tonight?
No.
I mean, it's not right.
It is not right. I know.
But help me to understand it.
I don't know. I don't know what was going through my mind.
You don't know?
No.
I mean, this is your chance to explain yourself.
There's no way I'm getting out of this anyway, so I'm not gonna say anymore.
You shave down there. I like it smooth. You say you're going to groom yourself for this special event tonight. That's your car, right?
Yeah. I share that car.
You share that car with whom?
My brother.
Your brother. You have a twin brother?
Yes, I do.
What would he think about this?
He wouldn't be happy.
All your family in Queens?
No, my mom died and my father lives in Manhattan.
In Manhattan. Well, Joshua, I don't know what else to say to you. Except that I'm Chris Hansen. And this is an investigation of Hansen versus Pepper.
Okay.
So if there's anything else you want people to know, now is the time. You're free to leave.
Can I use the bathroom? Because I've been holding it for quite some time.
I think you should go.
Please, put your hands behind your back. Come right over to here. Put your hands behind your back, sir. Stay right there. Do you have anything in your pocket, sir? Headphones. Okay, sir. I'm gonna have you sit in this car. Just let over. Watch your head, and I'm gonna have you slide all the way over.
Okay.
Red 46.
Take a right on up here, you go up the ramp and take a left, okay?
Nothing hidden on your person?
No.
Okay.
You need to use the bathroom?
I did tell them that I have some items in
Where are they?
the yellow bag. Take over.
Okay, but there's nothing on you right now.
No.
Okay. Okay. You need to use the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay, right through there.
The officers in uniform are going to do what we call processing, okay? I know you've never been arrested, but they're going to fingerprint you and photograph you. When they're done, I'd like to take you upstairs. If you'd like an opportunity to talk, that's going to be up to you. You'll be advised of your Miranda rights. I think you should think about it as you're spending time down here, because right now, we only have one version of events. We don't have your side of the story, okay? Is Josh okay, or do you like Joshua?
Josh is fine.
People call you Josh. Get comfortable, have a seat. How are they downstairs?
Sorry.
Don't wait on us. We've already eaten dinner, so we're good to go. You're the hungry guy. Okay, so obviously you know that we want to understand a little bit about what brought you to Fairfield, Connecticut tonight. So we're hoping you can explain that to us.
To meet a young girl.
I'm pardon?
To meet a young girl.
Okay. How young? What's her name? How did you meet her?
12.
She told you she was 12?
Yes.
Okay. Just tell us a little bit about, as early as you remember, your first conversations and kind of how your relationship with her developed from that first contact.
I don't have to answer these questions, right?
You don't?
I mean, I'm answering these questions is going to incriminate myself, obviously, right?
It depends. I mean, I don't know. I told you before that it's going to allow us to understand your side of the story.
And we can't predict what you're going to say, so could you potentially say something that's incriminating? Of course. Could you also say something that maybe explains things? Of course. But without being in your mind and knowing what you're going to say, I don't want you to feel like we're trying to trick you, because you're not, but we don't know what you're going to say.
No, I mean,
to be fair.
To be quite honest, I mean, I was on the site, I was looking to meet a young girl, and I came to meet her. I mean, that's all I can say.
Okay. And you asked her how old she was?
Yeah.
And what did she tell you?
She said 12.
Okay, did she tell you when she was turning 13?
I don't remember.
Okay. And is 12 an age that you're comfortable with? That's your preference, or?
I date older, younger, I mean, not younger than 12, but, 12 and up.
Okay. You're how old?
32.
You're 32? Okay. At what point does it become like a sexual conversation, and how does that happen?
I don't know. I mean, it just came up, I guess. I guess because it was on my mind, but...
Had she sent you pictures of herself?
Yeah.
And had you sent pictures of yourself?
I guess, I don't remember.
Okay. Would you say that you were sexually attracted to her?
Why would you say that to a fucking 12?
Right off the bat, or was it something that developed over conversation, or?
First of all,
I guess over conversation.
When was the last time you maybe spoke with somebody who was in that age group, 12, 13?
It's been a while.
That's a while. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I talked, but I never actually went to meet them because I was always afraid.
Of what?
To be like,
Google Tensor is the biggest mobile hardware innovation in the history of the company. It's the culmination of years of investment in AI and Google's deep experience in silicon. The name is a nod to tensors, a building block of machine learning computation. The Tensor name also connects it to Google technologies like TensorFlow, our open source AI and ML software library, and our tensor processing units, which Google developed to power machine learning in our data centers. The Tensor chip is specifically designed to offer Google's latest advances in AI directly on a mobile device. This is an area where we've been held back for years, but now we're able to open a new chapter in AI-driven smartphone innovation. Tensor also gives us a hardware foundation that we'll be building on for years to come, so you get the personal, helpful experiences you'd expect from a Google phone. Monica's here to explain what's so different about Tensor.
Every couple of years, Google comes out with something that completely changes how people use technology in their lives. We started in search and kept going with Google Translate, Google Photos, Assistant, and these innovations are built around our machine learning research. It's in Google's DNA and drives everything we do. While Google is known for groundbreaking work in ML, there's one place we haven't always been able to bring it, and that's a smartphone. Mobile chips simply haven't been able to keep pace with Google research. And rather than wait for them to catch up, we decided to make one ourselves. We needed a chip that was engineered to fulfill our vision of what should be possible on Pixel. So, a few years ago, Google's team of researchers came together to collaborate across hardware, software, and ML. The result of that work is Google Tensor. We approach Tensor differently. Every aspect of Tensor was designed and optimized to run Google's ML models. This permeates our entire chip. We're fortunate to have great insights when it comes to ML, and built our chip based on where ML models are heading, not where they are today. Starting with the integrated ML engine, the TPU, it was custom made by Google Research for Google Research. For the image signal processor, or ISP, we brought key algorithms directly into the silicon for power efficiency. Even our choices for CPU and GPU were designed to complement our ML to deliver advanced computational photography. The CPU cluster is a 2+2+4 configuration. It includes 2 big ARM X1 cores. The 20-core GPU also delivers a premium gaming experience for the most popular Android games. There's a context hub that brings machine learning to the ultra-low power domain. It enables ambient experiences like now playing and always on display to run all the time without draining your battery. Tensor was designed for total performance and efficiency when it comes to running Google experiences. It has to be really good at heterogeneous computing. Here's what that means. As software applications on mobile phones become more complex, they run on multiple parts of the chip. This is heterogeneous computing. To get good performance for these complex applications, we made system-level decisions for the SoC. We ensured different subsystems inside Tensor work really well together, rather than optimizing individual elements for peak speeds. Peak CPU and GPU speeds look great in benchmarks, but they don't always reflect real-world user experience. Pixel 5 is a good example of our approach. Google software delivered a great experience, even on a chip that didn't win on benchmarks. Don't get me wrong, Tensor CPU and GPU are much faster compared to any past Pixel. But what matters more are the brand new experiences enabled by Google Tensor that weren't possible until now.